Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're doing gameplay with the brand new Invincible Zach EDEY. I mean, 7'5", 7'10" wingspan. I don't know if I need to say anything else with this Zach EDEY card. He should be absolutely amazing. Very excited to try this card out. I want to see how he compares to somebody like, for example, a Ralph Sampson. I think that's a pretty fair comparison because Ralph, similar to EDEY, is an absolutely massive big man with all 99 stats. Doesn't have the best SIGs, but decent, and jump shot should be really good. I think this is a very similar card to Ralph. I want to see if I actually think he's better than Ralph and if he's worth spending a few million MT on, because that's likely how much he's going to wind up costing if you don't pull him unsellable like my guy George did. Now, shout out to my guy George. Appreciate him letting me use his account to record this video. He pulled EDEY out of a Hoff box, and if you pull him out of that, I mean, not that I'd recommend opening the Hoff boxes myself, but if you pull him out of that, then you got an unsellable EDEY for the rest of the year, and this is an absolutely nasty in-game big, no doubt about it. But in terms of actually buying him on the auction house, well, let's see how he is. So before we hop into it, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 50,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. We'd really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's get into it. Zach EDEY, 99 everything, as you would expect from an Invincible, with badge-wise 12 legends being Posterizer, Rise Up, Aerial Wizard, Hook Specialist, Post Lockdown, Box Hobbies, Brick Wall, Paint Prodigy, Physical Finisher, Post Powerhouse, Set Shot Specialist, and Paint Patroller, with everything else on Hall of Fame. So looking good for a 7'5" big. The question will be, how is the jump shot and how is the movement? And those are the two questions that kind of differentiate every single top card at this point in the year. Player build is absolutely massive. Behind the back is non-existent. He does have Kemba Escape. He's got D-Book dribble style, and he feels, I'll be totally honest, for 99 speed, pretty slow. Now, the jumper is the exact same jump shot that Brook Lopez has. It is Jared Allen based Dirk upper. It looks ugly, but it's smooth and easy. That being said, it is not as good as Ralph Sampson's jump shot is. Ralph moves better and has a better jump shot than Zach EDEY. Therefore, Ralph is better than Zach EDEY, even though he's an inch shorter. He is a little bit better. That being said, this card does look very good. Jumper is going to be a little inconsistent because if you get a load up or something like that, it's gonna be tough to time. But in general, it's pretty smooth, pretty quick, pretty easy. Like, I'm not concerned about this shot. He's going to have nasty dunk animations, and he's going to get some really glitchy animations. But I will say, with the ball in his hands, he does kind of feel slow. It's something I felt like was the case about his dark matter too. But I don't know if it's something about his motion style or what. But he just doesn't feel very fast compared to a lot of the other bigs, which is annoying. I don't think it's a deal breaker, but it is a bit of an annoyance. And I'll be honest, with the jumper that isn't quite as elite as a Ralph Sampson or somebody like that, and movement that feels kind of slow as well, do I think this card's great? Absolutely. Defensively, 99 speed, 99 agility is going to be a monster, very switchable. Offensively, he's still very good. He's still got Pro 2, he's still got Kemba Escape and a good jump shot. Like, this is a glitchy, very good card. I'm not sure I'd pay 3 million MT for him, or for whatever he winds up being. Like, if he's 3 million MT, that's a lot, but I could understand the logic for it if you want. That being said, I do think there are a couple of better bigs than this EDEY card. Obviously, like Wemby, Yao, and Sampson feel like they're all probably a little bit better. So with that being said, let's hop into a game. See what Zach EDEY can do. All right, hopping into this game. Let's see how this one goes. We're going up against Jittery James, and James has got Ben Simmons as his point guard, but he's got AD at center, which is not probably the big man I'd really recommend you use, and I also wouldn't recommend that being the way you guard me. That being said, I missed, so maybe it was a good defensive strategy. He then promptly tries to throw a full court pass. Low-key, the leak out was there, but the game didn't let it work. Hold on, I'm doing something on my computer. I'm trying to multitask, and I'm trying to get as many videos done as possible before I leave today for 4th of July, so I apologize for my distractedness. But let's get into the game. Let's see what we can do. I'm shooting over Ben Simmons. It may not be the fastest jumper in the world, but even a 6'10" dude is not tall enough to contest unless he is jumping right at your face. Like, this EDEY card should be very tough on the offensive end of the court, just because of his size. Obviously, it really creates mismatches by itself. All right, I finished what I was doing on my computer. Let's hop into this gameplay fully and let's see what we can do with Zach EDEY. Obviously, mismatch wise, the size might be the biggest mismatch, even more obviously than the like on the interior than when it comes to the shooting ability, because again, the jump shot isn't that spectacular. But there's a lot to like here, man. There really is. We'll guard the pop as best we can. This dude's team kind of stinks. I'm immediately noticing that. He's got Goat Kyrie at the 2. I think that's the free level 40 Dr. J at the 3, who is a good card. But KD at the 4 and AD at the 5 is not really a recipe for success here. It's funny how small Ben Simmons looks next to Zach Edey, but I just step right past him. It's like he's never even there, and it leads to a free basket. Shaq, you could be a little more, you could put up a little more resistance defensively if you want to. I guess you don't have to, but it'd be nice if you would. D-Fox cross out to Edey, catch and shoot. Zach from deep, and I missed it. All right, slightly slow. It's all right. We will live. Back into Shaq to Zach. It's funny how small he makes a big man look. Like Zach, like AD and Ben Simmons are objectively big human beings. You know what I mean? Especially even by my team standards. Like Ben Simmons is a huge point guard. AD's obviously not a huge big man at this point in the year, but these dudes are huge glitchy bigs and cards and stuff. And like Zach Edey makes them look little. And that is a skill set right there, I gotta say. Downhill drive here. Don't have the best sigs in the world, but we're going to try our best here to do some stuff off the dribble with Zach. I don't know how to step through. I wish I knew how to step through, but I'm just shooting in his face instead. Oh my goodness gracious. I need to learn how to do step throughs because that would be a really nice useful move to know how to do there, but it doesn't really matter because we got ourselves another mid-range and a bucket, and he greened that step back with Ben Simmons. Nice shot. I did not expect him to green that at all, but more credit, more power to you, I guess. Credit to you for greening that one. I had Edey for a free dunk right there. He reached himself out the play with AD, but that reach also committed a foul. So 1 point lead so far, not terrible. Obviously first couple possessions of the game, but overall Edey looks good so far. He's got all 11 of our points. The size speaks for itself, but I have to say the jumper's just not as good as a Ralph Sampson. Ralph, part of what makes him so insane is that he's really tough to contest as well. And like, I feel like this card obviously is another great option for countering a Yao, Wemby, Ralph guy like that, right? But at the same time, I just don't know if I'm spending multiple million MT on him. He feels, to me, in all honesty, more like he's on the level of Invincible. Well, not Invincible. 100 overall Wemby, 100 overall Yao than like the GOAT and Invincible versions of those cards. In my opinion, at least. That, again, it's just my opinion, but he just doesn't feel that insane. That's not a finish? Dog, come on, Edey. You just have to make that. I don't know. Maybe that's my fault. I lated it, but it was open. I mean, AD's 6'10". That should be absolutely automatic. He got the animation to make it. Like that looked like a free basket. And then Edey missed it. I don't know. The speed defensively is absolutely there, but he does feel a little bit clunkier with the ball in his hands than you'd probably like. And I'm just not that insanely impressed so far, honestly. It's not a huge criticism. I'm not saying he sucks. He obviously doesn't, but he could be a little better. Again, though, you do have to click on. Otherwise, you're just going to get shot over every single play. It's crazy how glitchy size is this year. I wonder if they'll tweak the contest system a little bit next year, at least to make it a little bit less size-based, because it is so size-based. You have a jumper like Zach Edey's that, objectively, if it was on a 6'8" dude, would probably be considered a average jumper at best. But on him, it's great simply because of how tall he is. Oh my, you have got to reward me though, man. Like that should be the steal. That's the play that the size should allow him to make. You know what I mean? And he's animating for it. He's reaching for it. I don't know why the game doesn't give me the opportunity to actually freaking catch it. He does not want to he really doesn't want to get bullied on the inside. That's not, dog, this Zach Edey card's pissing me off. I'm not gonna lie. That's not the animation you're supposed to be getting at all. And then of course he doesn't have time to get the shot off either, although he did get the steal. Down by 3 at the end of the first. This card just feels clunky, I think is the best way to describe it. And it's the way his Dark Matter felt too. It's not that he's bad. He's very, very good. He's one of the best bigs in the game, but he's on the level of 100 overall Yao because he's not very similar to Yao. His jumper's good and he's big and he's fast, but he doesn't do anything with the ball in his hands, really. Wemby's got Pro 2. He's got Pro 2. Yao doesn't, but Wemby's jumper's better than this, I would say overall. Even the 100 overall Wemby is probably a little bit better jump shot wise than this. And I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I look at this card and go, I mean, I guess he's fine, but he doesn't actually feel super like must have to me. I know the size is very, very valuable and I don't want to take away from that, but at the same time, I don't want to over gas it as well. I would say you have several bigs in this game that are better than him. GOAT Yao, GOAT Sean Bradley, Invincible Wemby, for sure, as well as Ralph Sampson. Those 4, without a shadow of a doubt, are better than him. And then you could probably make an argument for him versus 100 overall Wemby or 100 overall Yao. I like the uncontestability, but I don't absolutely love the jumper. And I certainly don't like the off the dribble stuff as of right now, which isn't a must have by any means. But I think he could be better than he's been so far in this video. I'll tell you that. And maybe that's me as well, but nice slow fade. That one should be green. And that's green. That's a nice shot right there. I like that. 16 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal, 7 of 13, 2 of 4 from 3. Not like he had a bad game, but I don't know. I just don't quite love this card. I love the size. Parts of it I don't love though. I hope y'all did enjoy the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.